Portions of TV23's internet provided by SWKO Wireless Internet. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV23 Studios in Sublette, this is High Plains Today.
Yes, it is. Hi, everybody. It is Thursday, April 27th, 2017. Welcome to High Plains Today, right here on TV23. Hope you're having a great day. You know what? On today's show, we're going to be talking with Stacie Hahn. She is with the Western Kansas Community Foundation. She is the program officer, and they have a bunch of scholarships available, and the deadline is coming up, so we're going to talk about it. In the meantime, let's look at happenings. An 87-year-old Johnson woman is in the hospital after a crash last evening. Crash occurred in Stanton County, about 16 miles northwest of Ulysses. Kansas Highway Patrol reports a Peterbilt truck was traveling east on Stanton County Road 5. A vehicle driven by 87-year-old Robbie Trussell was stopped at the intersection of Big Bow Grade and County Road 5. Trussell failed to yield at the stop sign and drove under the trailer of the truck. She was taken to St. Catherine Hospital in Garden City. On Tuesday night, the Dodge City Community College Board of Trustees were given an agenda item regarding an outside investigation to be conducted by the Association of Community College Trustees. The motion was put on the table by Trustee Terry Malone to approve the ACCT investigation. However, that is where the vote died when no other trustee seconded the motion. The possible investigation would have been for grievances and complaints filed by the Faculty Coalition. At the November 2016 trustee meeting, Sue Hammond, the president of the Faculty Coalition at DCCC, gave the board, along with President Harold Nolte, a faculty vote of no confidence towards the president. Yesterday, the Holcomb City Council voted to reject a bid for construction work related to the ongoing planning of the Safe Routes to School project in hopes that reletting the bid will attract a better offer. The motion passed 3-1. Now, those in favor of the motion were concerned that the only available bid issued by Bryant and Bryant Construction for $330,000 was too large to commit to without first attempting to secure other offers. Now, Safe Routes to School is a federal reimbursement program. Through the grant, Kansas Department of Transportation would cover 80% of the costs with a $200,000 grant maximum. After calculating the price of the bid, KDOT requested that Holcomb match $186,000 on the project. You have a civil legal issue facing you, property, estate, probate, tax issues, or a hearing. You're not sure where to turn, or if you can afford to hire a lawyer to help you with the matter. The Texas County Bar Association and the Oklahoma Bar Association, they're going to be offering free assistance to you today with the Ask a Lawyer program. The annual event is dedicated to educating the public about the legal system. Attorneys are offering free legal advice, that's right, free legal advice statewide. Calls will be received from 9 a.m. today to 9 p.m. All you got to do is call them at 800-456-8525. And the Senate may resurrect a tax package Governor Sam Brownback vetoed earlier, but with changes to lure enough votes to override his veto when lawmakers return to work next week. Senate Republican leadership is developing a plan that resembles House Bill 2178, which passed the legislature back in February but was quickly rejected by the governor. Now, the bill would have increased personal income tax rates and would have taken Kansas from 2 tax brackets to 3. It also would have eliminated an exemption for certain businesses' income that critics say has contributed to the state's budget problems. Exactly what the bill would call for isn't yet clear. All right, that's a look at some of the stuff that's happening out there. You know what? Got some rain on the way. Not hit and miss for today into tomorrow, but we definitely have rain coming, maybe even a little snow on Sunday. Be back with that after this.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV23 with host Chris Jewell. TV23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
I used to think news is news. It's all the same. But it's not. There's a big difference between local broadcast news and cable news. See, local stations are part of my community, connecting me to local news, weather, and sports on every device. It makes sense. Get the news from the people I trust who actually live here. No agenda, no bias like on cable shout shows or social media, just facts. For news I can trust, I stay local. Support your local stations. Text TV to 52886 today.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who do something, the people who take action, are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making home affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
Lots of clouds as we look off the TV 23 tower cam off to the northeast. Looking over Sublette High School, junior high. It's going to be cloudy. Got some rain on the way. Looking at the readings here at the station, 59 degrees. Relative humidity, 50%. Winds are out of the southeast at 18. That's right, I said the southeast at 18. They're going to remain there for quite a while. Barometric pressure is falling. All right, we're looking at the current temperatures around the viewing area. Everybody in the mid to upper 50s into the 60s. It's going to warm up, maybe a little more than that today, but not much. Now look at these current dew points. You can see everybody's about 50% humidity pretty much all across the area. Winds south-southeast. Well, Lamar's not reporting today. They're taking the day off. But everybody is into the teens and 20s. Winds are pretty much all out of the south-southeast. Well, you get down to Guyman, Perryton, straight out of the south. Now, there is a front that's coming up from down here in the southwest. It's coming this way. It's heading this way for the weekend. That's where all the big rain is going to come from. Today, we're looking at, maybe hit and miss. We'll get to that in a second. All right, our highs and lows as recorded yesterday at the Garden City Regional Airport. Remember I said we were going to get 60 yesterday, and we didn't. I said we weren't going to. We didn't. 59. 94, the record back in 1956. 36, the overnight low. 27 back in 2006. No new precipitation in the bucket. Yeah, that's going to change. All right, here's what we got for today. Mostly cloudy. 30% chance of precipitation. Now, we're going to warm up into the mid to upper 60s. Further south you go in the viewing area, you may see 70. Winds are going to be pretty breezy, though. They're going to be gusting up to about 30 miles an hour. Now, this 30% chance, there's going to be more wind. You get these 30-mile-an-hour winds. There's not going to be any like large damaging hail or tornadoes at all. But these showers today are going to be kind of hit and miss. Tonight, still carries over, 30% chance. 41 for the low. East-southeast winds are going to be switching around to the northwest later on tonight. Then tomorrow, we're going to start out with a little bit of sunshine, but we got a 20% chance of precipitation. 65 is going to be high tomorrow. Winds are going to remain out of the west. Northwest as that front comes this way. Now, we could get maybe a quarter of an inch of rain tomorrow, but the big chance is tomorrow night starting at 80%. 36, the overnight low. Winds are going to go around back to the north-northeast, gusting up to 30. We could see, maybe about an inch of rain out of this next frontal system that is coming through. Okay? We get into Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, that's snow on the map for Sunday. There's a 50% chance of precipitation. Now, it depends on what the temperatures do on Sunday as to whether it'll be cold enough or not to snow. Hey, they're calling for maybe 6 inches out along the Kansas-Colorado border, so I'm just saying. All right, our good friend Jeff Hutton, National Weather Service in Garden City, in Dodge City. Next week, he's going to have his last Storm Spotter training. It's going to be on Monday at 7 o'clock at the Kismet Pavilion in Kismet. That is a look at the weather. Be back with the markets and Stacie after this.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
Take your internet by the reins. Pioneer Communications offers blazing fast speeds up to 50 meg. Make slow internet a thing of the past and sign up for faster internet today. Pioneer Communications, your community connected.
Hi, I'm Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs at noon weekdays right here on TV 23. Hey, do you think you have an idea for something that would make a great segment? Somebody that would make a great interview? What about a community event that needs highlighting? Let us know here at the station. Email us news@kdgltv.com.
This is the place.
Separate raw meats from other foods by using different cutting boards. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Just think, what if we didn't have local TV and radio? Where would I go for local sports, local politics, a mayor, city council, stuff that affects me every day? How about health? Who's covering things that endanger my family? I need to know now, as it happens, from sources I trust, people in my community. No agenda, no bias like you find on cable and social media. Just facts. For news I can trust, I stay local. Support your local station. Text TV to 52886 today.
And welcome back. I'm joined in studio today by, she is Stacie Hahn. She is the program officer at Western Kansas Community Foundation. That's a big title, girl.
That is a big title.
Man, your business card must be the size of this piece of paper. Anyway, Western Kansas Community Foundation. Now, you guys supply grants and scholarships, do endowments, take money, give it away. And your station, your office is in Garden City.
Correct.
But you guys handle, what, 15 counties in Southwest Kansas?
We do. Kind of the southwest corner.
Yeah. All right. Now, coming up on, now pay attention, Monday is a deadline, 5 o'clock, in their hot little hands or in their office in Garden City, scholarship applications, right?
You got it.
How many scholarships are you going to give away?
Last year, we gave away 35.
Oh.
Just under $300,000 worth.
Whoa.
Yes.
$335,000 and $300,000 worth. That's a bunch of money per each.
It is.
That's a good deal. Okay. And now, all these people, okay. So, if you want to apply for one of these scholarships, which are close to, let me do the math, close to $10,000.
Well, there were roughly
Up and down,
yeah.
up and down. Okay. But possibly, could be. But these scholarships that you're giving away. Now, if somebody wants to apply, how do they do that?
They can go to our website. They need to go to the Grants and Scholarships tab that's up at the top. And then down on the left-hand side, you'll see just a scholarships. And it will have a listing of all of our available scholarships. Under each scholarship, it will tell you kind of the guidelines. So there's some that are only for certain schools. And if you think you qualify for that, then you can click on that scholarship. It will have the guidelines, all of the guidelines for that scholarship and the specific application for that scholarship.
Okay, because they're all different, right?
They're different.
Okay, and then go, now your website is WKCF.org.
You got it.
She has so much.
Pretty easy.
She makes me remember so much. You and Connie they just bombard you with all this information, but it's all good information. Okay, so each scholarship has its own guidelines, and you can find that on their website, WKCF.org. You can go to their Facebook page, also, which is Western Kansas Community Foundation, and you can find a link there.
Yes, to our website.
All right, now, okay, and I know we've talked about this before, but this is a refresher course. I'm going to say it's a refresher for everybody watching, but it's kind of for me too. Because it's been a day or two since you and I have talked.
Right.
Western Kansas Community Foundation, you get these funds how?
Donors in the community with either a specific purpose or idea decide that they want to set up a fund in order to be able to be charitable and use us as the vehicle for that charity.
Okay. So, and this is just not Garden City, people.
Correct.
Their office is in Garden City. That's it. So, I mean, if you're in Southwest Kansas and you go, I wonder if I qualify for that, get on their website and look.
Exactly. Give
them a call. It's very simple. Stacie would love to talk to you since she's the program officer. But, okay, so say if I was living in Elkhart.
Yes.
And I had some money that I wanted to donate or set up an endowment or whatever, I would say, okay, Stacie, here's a check made out to WKCF or whatever, and I give that to you. Then you guys turn around and invest that money, right?
Yes. And It's a little more detailed than that, of course.
Okay,
we
but
need to know if they have a purpose.
Remember how simple I am.
But yes, we do. If it's endowed, we invest it.
Okay.
And we only spend the earnings on that investment.
Okay, so if somebody gave you like $10,000, $100,000, and wanted to set, then they can tell you how they would like the money used if they like, right?
They can, yes.
So they can say, I want this used for scholarships to the University of Kansas, K-State, whatever.
Yes.
Or any community college in the state of Kansas, or in this field, anything like that, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So then you guys will administer.
And
how easy is that?
right? And we have some scholarships that we administer ourselves. We receive
Okay.
the applications, we take care of it all. There are some that they decide they would like to take care of themselves, the fund holders.
Yes.
And so they receive the applications, they look at the scholarships, they determine the recipients, and they just tell us who won.
Oh, okay.
And we
They
distribute.
just tell you who to check.
Right, cut the check to. So it can go either way. You can have almost complete control over the process, the selection process, or you can allow our grant committee is the one who also reviews the scholarships. And if
Okay, I was going to ask, because you guys, okay, so you have a certain amount of people on your board that you say, all right, you guys, on Tuesday next week, we'll be looking at scholarship applications.
correct.
Okay.
And the nice thing about that is that if you come in and set up a scholarship fund and you don't want complete control, we do invite you to come to that meeting.
Okay.
In case you know any of the students.
Sure.
You can say, I know this person, he's a good kid, he's very deserving, he's got great grades, or whatever. Our grant committee still makes the decision, but we allow the fund holders to have input if they choose.
Since they wrote the initial check.
Indeed.
That's big of you.
Kind of nice.
All right, so let me ask you this. Now, we were talking about a lot of these scholarships have their own guidelines. So you need to get on the website, WKCF.org, and see what guidelines for each scholarship, right? Now, who makes up the guidelines?
It can be the fund holder, in
Okay.
most cases, does the guidelines.
Oh, okay. All right. Is there an essay question involved on most of the applications?
Generally, there is.
Ooh, not good for this guy.
Generally, it's just
Multiple choice is better for me.
let us know about activities you participated in high school or what you plan to do in your college career.
Community service, where you want to go.
Exactly.
Stuff like that. Some of them, I'm sure, are super detailed, and some of them are, okay, we just want to know about you.
Right. Yes.
Okay. All right. And you guys help set that up, too.
We do.
If they need it.
We do.
All right.
So if they're applying for the scholarship and they have questions, they can also call, and we would be glad to help answer any questions about the application process.
Call her right
Yes.
there. Call Stacie Hahn, Program Officer, Western Kansas Community Foundation. Now remember, deadline is coming up this next Monday, 5 o'clock. So get on their website, WKCF.org. I've said that like 100 times.
You have.
Go to their Facebook page, Western Kansas Community Foundation. You can find all the info there also, and get into these things, because they gave away over $300,000 last year on how many? 35 scholarships
35.
in Southwest Kansas. So get on there and check this out. Free money, people. You can't beat that deal. Or if you want to set up a fund too, you'll do that.
We'll
fund
do that
won't you,
too.
Stacie?
We will. We will take a new fund anytime.
All right, it's good to see you again. I
Yeah,
haven't
you
seen you
too.
for a while.
I know.
You got to come back. You can bring Connie with you next
Okay.
time too, if you have to. All right. Thanks, Stacie.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
And I'll be back with some more right after this.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm People are people around here. That's how it is. It's so clear. Letting it show. I've been around
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
I did. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls.
But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that strollers have the right of way on a sidewalk?
Yes.
Yep, I did. Did you guys
Did you know that kids who eat breakfast have higher GPAs?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That's actually what I was going to say.
Did you know babies should never touch silver? It's really bad for them.
I knew that.
Did you guys know that statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the-right seat to make sure your child is protected.
I'm putting that on my blog.
I just put it in mine.
You know what? Western Kansas Community Foundation. Get on their website. You know what? Even if you're here in Sublette, I know they have scholarships available in Sublette, so get those looked up. Liberal Redskins beat Dodge City 11-2 Tuesday evening at Dodge City's Demon Field. Liberal is 9-0 and 1-0 in the WAC, while Dodge City is 7-3 and 1-2 in the WAC. Garden City High School girls swimming team was able to garner 2 individual firsts, along with several solid performances en route to a runner-up finish yesterday at the Manhattan Invitational up in the Little Apple. And guess what? The 2017 NFL Draft starts tonight, runs through Saturday. It's in Philadelphia and will be shown live on ESPN and the NFL Network. And yesterday, the Royals, they lost early. It was an afternoon game. They got swept by the White Sox 5-2. They have today off, thankfully. Maybe they can get some stuff going, and the Twins come to the K starting tomorrow night. And tune in tomorrow because I'll be spending the whole show. We're going to talk with Shannon Francis about what's going on in Topeka because they head back next week to get started on everything else that they got to wrap up. It's called the veto session, but they got a budget and everything else to work on. Let's take a look at the weather. Hey, it's still 59 degrees outside, relative humidity 51%. Winds are out of the south-southeast at 12. Barometric pressure, yeah, it's still falling. All right, as we go into the weekend, now we do have a 30% chance. These are going to be some hit and miss showers later this afternoon into this evening. Bigger chance tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to get some rain through Friday and Saturday, more of it over east, but hey, there could be some snow on Sunday. Yeah, that's right, snow on Sunday. Have a good Thursday, everybody. See you next time.
Keep up to date with the latest information from TV23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1,000,000. For free tips to help you save,